Subaru has already established itself as the adventure brand, and a key model to that vision is the Forester. It's the SUV with space for the whole family, all the action gear they need, and the ground clearance to get it just about anywhere it needs to go. At the 2018 New York AutoShow, Subaru gave us first look at the all-new 5th-generation Forester. So before the Subaru Forester reaches local shores, here are 10 things you didn't know about the all-new SUV. 1. Shares DNA with Crosstrek and Impreza. Though the Forester may be much bigger than those two, it's really just a bigger sibling. It's due to the new Subaru global platform that underpins the new Forester, the same platform that underpins not only the Impreza and Crosstrek, but one that will underpin every single Subaru model that comes out for the next decade, including the Outback, Legacy, and WRX and WRX STI. When the Impreza debuted, we were told it cost $1 billion to develop, but these development costs are now trickling down to reduce the costs of other models, the Forester being the first to benefit. 2. More efficient than ever. The last generation Forester featured new engine architecture from Subaru in the form of the FB25 engine. Subaru has advanced the engine further now, and the new 2.5-liter Boxer 4-cylinder now features direct injection, higher compression, and active valve control system, AVCS. Subaru claimed increased outputs, up to 182 horsepower and 176 pounds-ft of torque from 170 horsepower and 174 pounds-ft, along with increased responsiveness and improved economy. While we wait for EPA's certification, Subaru has released a claimed estimate of 33 mpg on a highway cycle. 3. CVT is the only transmission choice. While the current Forester has offered 2.5i and 2.5i premium models with a traditional 6-speed manual, the 2019 Forester eschews the stick shift for the latest advancement of Subaru's continuously variable transmission, in aid of efficiency primarily. Standard with the CVT, all models benefit from Subaru's SI drive system with selectable drive modes. Base models feature the choice between intelligent and sport modes, while the Forester Sport gets an extra sport sharp mode for extra performance. The CVT can also mimic the effects of a manual gearbox in manual mode, by simulating a 7-speed manual using steering-mounted shift paddles. 4. Bigger and more practical. For the MY19 Forester, Subaru has grown the wheelbase from 103.9 to 105.1 inches, resulting in gains in head, hip, and shoulder room. The trunk has also grown in size, now up to 76.1 cubic feet with the rear 60/40 split seats lowered. The load floor is flatter than before, and the load area has been optimized for larger objects. Notably, loading has also been improved by widening the tailgate opening by 5.3 to 51.2 inches in total. A powered tailgate is available on limited and touring trim lines, and roof rails are standard on all but the base trim line. 5. More value than ever. For 2019, the Subaru Forester gets increased value for money in the way of new and improved features. Automatic climate control is standard on all models, and the heated seat functionality is now 3-stage rather than 2. In touring trim, the rear seats are also heated, whilst keyless access and push-button start are standard on most trim lines. Subaru's Starlink connected services have also been bolstered and now feature remote engine start, with remote climate control. Other connected services include Wi-Fi and concierge services. 6. Safer than ever. The Subaru global platform underpinning the Forester has been engineered to be one of the safest platforms on the market. Subaru has prided itself in recent years on scoring top marks from international and local safety authorities, and as such, The new platform is endowed with advanced crumple zones and construction engineered specifically to improve crash safety. The latest EyeSight safety suite is also featured, providing advanced crash avoidance systems such as pre-collision braking, blind spot monitoring, lane change assist, and adaptive cruise control. 7. Torque Vectoring. A Forester first debuted on the Subaru WRX and WRX STI performance models. Active torque vectoring is now standard on 2019 Albanian Lex Subaru Forester derivatives. The system uses a brake-based torque vectoring system to apply the brakes on the inside wheel during cornering, tightening the cornering lines, improving handling responses, and minimizing the effects of understeer. 8. X Mode gets you where you need to go. A party trick incorporated in the Lean-Artronic CVT gearbox, X Mode optimizes control of both the engine and gearbox, along with the all-wheel drive system to ensure maximum grip on slippery surfaces. X Mode mimics a low-range transmission and controls front and rear clutch pack force to enable improved ability on slippery surfaces and steep declines. Sport, Limited, and Touring models feature a dual-mode version of X Mode that adds snow, dirt and deep snow mud modes for even more capability in any situation. 9. Interior built for real-world customers. Subaru has paid particular attention to the real-world needs of Subaru Forester owners, particularly buyers with a desire for adventure. As such, the materials used in the cargo area floor, sides, and rear gate offer a new textured surface that's more resistant to dirt than ever. The material is also scuff-resistant and easily cleaned, making sure that everything from mountain bikes to camping gear can be packed away quickly without the need to clean up beforehand. PVC material has also been used on the bottoms of the front seat backs to protect them for rear passengers' dirty feet, and the pockets on the seat backs are now subdivided for better organization. 10. No nodding off behind the wheel. The top-of-the-line touring model features Subaru's driver-focused safety technology. This segment-exclusive tech uses facial recognition software that identifies the signs of fatigue behind the wheel and warn drivers to take a break. The system can also recognize up to 5 different drivers and automatically adjust settings such as seat position, climate control settings, and the multi-function displays automatically upon entry. Arriving in dealerships later this year, the 5th-generation Subaru Forester continues Subaru's legacy as the adventure brand for the masses, but brings the brand into a new era of safety and advanced technologies.
As Tesla has shown, not all fast charging is created equal. Now owners of the new 2018 Nissan Leaf are complaining that the car's fast charging is not always as fast as advertised. Owners have found that the car's electronic management software dials back charging speeds with each successive fast charge on any given trip. Nissan says this behavior is a safeguard designed to protect the battery from overheating, which could otherwise shorten its lifespan and reduce the car's range over time. Still, owners suggest the behavior makes the new Leaf much less useful on long trips, when recharging starts to take hours instead of minutes as you get closer to your destination. So many drivers are frustrated by the situation that the issue has taken on its own Twitter hashtag, RapidGate. However, Nissan issued a response to Transport Evolved, saying, "The 2018 Nissan Leaf has charging safeguards to protect the battery during repeated fast charging sessions in a short period of time. While the safeguards may increase charging times after multiple fast charging sessions, they are important to maintaining battery life over an extended time period." In other words, it's a feature, not a bug. Battery life has been a problem for Leafs from the beginning. Many owners, especially in the U.S. Desert Southwest, reported that their cars were no longer charging fully after as little as a year. Plug-in America has gathered data showing how many early Leaf batteries experience premature degradation. The problem stems from Nissan's decision not to use a liquid cooling system on either Leaf's battery. Instead, it is air-cooled, much like an old Volkswagen. When the battery can't dissipate heat fast enough when charging, its capacity can start to degrade. Rapid charging heats the battery more than disk driving or ordinary 240-volt charging. On a long trip, driving between fast charge locations doesn't give the battery time to cool sufficiently between successive fast charges. Nissan covers degraded batteries, like the one in the original Leaf whose gauges are shown above, under warranty, but obviously wants to minimize its exposure and that of owners to paying for expensive replacement batteries. So, it limits the speed of fast charges, essentially turning down the burner on the battery. As in the original Leaf, Nissan uses a separate shade mode connector for DC fast charging. Shade mode chargers in theory should be capable of providing up to 200 kW, though few stations seem to provide that much power. On Nissan Leaf forums, and in an EV race in Britain, drivers say that after the first fast charge, their charge rate drops to as little as 24 or 25 kilowatts, which can take 4 to 5 hours to fully charge a new 40 kWh Leaf battery pack. At that rate, even with the car's nominal 150-mile range, it could take 14 hours, rather than 9 or so, to make a 500-mile trip. As correspondent Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield points out, that could be especially frustrating if you're traveling with restless children. If slowing down the fast charge rate keeps more owners from having to pay for expensive battery replacements, we'll accept Nissan's argument that it's a feature rather than a bug. But if you're looking for an EV that you plan to take on long trips, it's worth keeping in mind that fast charges may get slower over those trips.